So I thought I'd do a little bit of, for those who haven't seen it, I have a very simple way of doing, showing how to do a basic boogie, okay? And so we're going to hit what's called a C6 here. Now a C6 only means this. It means that you take the 1, and the 1 doesn't even have to be there, but it can be there. The 1 should be, the bass player should be playing it, or you should have it in the bass, okay? And a C6 is basically, you have a 3, which in C would be the easiest, C, D, E. So you have a C and an E, and you have a G, which is a 5, okay? And in jazz, you don't really need a 5, but you're not doing really kind of jazz. You're doing, if I don't have the 5 in there, it doesn't sound quite as, oh, I don't know how, complete, okay? And you're having a 5 over here, okay? Now the key thing of this is I'm going to do this with one finger, okay, over here, and I'm going to play this C6 here, and I'm going to start on what's called the first inversion. The first way you make it, okay, is a C, E, G, A. That'd be first inversion. Second inversion would be E, G, A, C. Third version would be G, A, C, E. And the fourth inversion would be A, C, E, G. Okay, so we're going to use this right here. I'm going to change the sound of that. I don't like that sound as much. Let's just change it, and let's see here. That's mellow. Okay. Now, the thing is I hit a C, and I'm going to hit it with, and I'm going to try to stay as simple as I can. You're going to do this eventually. That's not all that bad. You need to play it with 5 fingers, or you can do it like this, which is what I usually end up doing. Or you can go up to C, E, G, A, C. Okay, I don't recommend that as much unless you're doing like something like that. Okay, so look, the whole idea of this, believe it or not, is just vary that a little bit. And I can also do this too. Or a lot of different versions of that. Okay, so we go. Now it doesn't sound like too much there, right? Now that's when I move it over to, now I move that to I move that to a F9. I used to make it like this, an F7. Well, it turns out to be, well, the ninth is essentially supposed to have the flatted 7, which is what determines it to be a dominant. There's 2 things that determine it to be a dominant chord. Of course, it has to be have the root, okay? And then it would have to have a major 3rd, and it would have to have a flat 7. Doesn't need the 5, which is C in this case. But to be a ninth, you need to have the A, which is F-A, that's your 3rd, and your flat 7 to be a true ninth. You don't need your 5, but you do need your 9. You don't need to repeat your F, because your bass guy, he boom, boom, boom. Your bass guy is doing that, or I have it down here, or something like this is going on. Okay, see the difference? I'll show you the difference. Watch the difference. That's got a different feel to it. But this right here doesn't feel like it's resolved yet. It hasn't resolved yet. Okay, so here we go. Dun, 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 dun. I like to do it here. So I can move this around here between a G and an A, and I can watch this. That's all I'm doing there. Very simple. Now that's a little harder. That's a C6. Okay, and then I come into with a just a C triad G E C, and then I get into position to do this C7 like that. Okay, I've given long explanations how to do this. I'm just doing this because a lot of people have not seen some of this simple stuff, and I say it's simple because you're used to it. Okay, and not only that, it actually is easy to get used to. You could probably learn this in maybe a week, and if you're really good, you know, I can write it out for you in sheet music. Okay, it's hard to do it in sheet music though. It won't sound right because it's, what's the word I'm looking for? Sheet music, all the MIDI players don't have a tendency to do swing very good and everything. Okay. So I think the best thing to do is just learn it by rote. Copy it. I'm going to go da, 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 like that. Okay, sometime I'll do sometime. Now let's put that together. It's harder for me to do it by. Now you got. I really can't concentrate it. I've done literally thousands and 10,000s of time. And now the F9. It's kind of like a. See, I better do that in C. I ended up in F that time. And I'm changing that just as I want it to. It's very, very, very loose. Okay. Don't get your bass player and everything. I'm playing guitar and I'm probably playing the lead on this. Yeah, this is I did this. F9 again. Now that's basically, that's just your, that is nothing but, that's C blues. C, E flat, which is a minor third, the 4, the flat 5, and the 5, and the flat 7 again. And that's just